back, YouTube. This is Fullbagats with Foho Gaming. Today's comical. The reason is, I'm going to teach you how to snipe. The reason that's comical, I don't like sniping. However, I've started to make a couple tutorial videos. I reviewed a couple of the weapons. Might as well review some sniping stuff, you know? Yeah. If you like to kill from a range, I'm not judging you. I'm just saying, it's not my style. But if you like to kill from a range, I recommend the GM6 Lynx. It's pretty badass. However, any of the other sniper rifles will do. If you want a suppressed option, I think there are some suppressed options on some of the other sniper rifles. If I'm not, please feel free to berate me in the comments. But this one gets the job done. This one, center mass, no matter where you hit, that sucker is going down. Now there's two components to sniping. I probably could have picked a better objective than this one, because these guys are only 527 meters away. But it's still worth mentioning. The first thing that you want to figure is your range. And you can run with binos, but if you depending on what kind of loadout you run, I would go with a laser designator or a rangefinder. Laser designator only because you can assist anybody doing close air support, and it still has a built-in rangefinder. Like for instance, you can see up at the top of my screen right now that Mr. Man there on the 50 cal is 529 yards away, and see if I aim it up in the air, I get a different reading. So it lasers the target. Rangefinders do the same thing, and also it's worth mentioning that the thermal weapon scope, and I believe the Night Stalker as well. However, I wouldn't use the Night Stalker for a sniper rifle. You get much more magnification out of the thermal weapon sight, and you get a better sight picture out of the thermal weapon sight because, as you've seen in some of my other videos, you get a white target against a flushed out gray background. And on top of that, you get 10 by 25 built-in rangefinder, much better sight. But that costs $5,000. In tutorial videos, that's just not realistic. If you've got $5 grand to spend, you're probably going to spend it on a chopper or a vehicle or something like that. Until you're sitting there with fat stacks of cash, you're most likely not going to be buying that. So we're going to stick with the SOS, which comes standard on the Lynx. If you buy it, it comes on the scope. So you'll just need to use something like a rangefinder or a LASIK designator to find your range to target. Now this is 529 yards. And the reason we need to find the range is if you look in the top right of my screen, you will see a range right there. It is currently set to, I believe that is 600 meters. You can dial that down by using your page down and page up buttons. So I'm going to dial it up to, he's 529 yards, so I'm going to keep it at 500 meters. But just be aware, you can dial that sucker all the way up to pretty damn far, to 2,000 meters away. I would love to show you how to make 2,000 meter shots, however, that would take a much better sniper than I am. So we're going to stick with 500 meters. But it still bears worth mentioning, simply because once you raise and lower that meters, your scope is then zeroed to that range. Now some other things factor in. For instance, elevation. You may have to do some different holds if, for instance, if you're shooting at a target above or below you. And the one thing you need to adjust for is bullet travel. Now, 500 meters is going to be almost instantaneous. However, I have made some 1,100 meter shots, which isn't very far for some of the snipers in this game. But I've made 1,100 meter sniper shots where if he's not standing still, you've really got to adjust for the movement of the target. But that's not going to apply here. Here, it's going to be purely 500 meters. It's almost going to be instantaneous impact. So depending on how you are playing the game, you'll see I've got a lot of travel in my scope right now. Once you find your good sight picture, you're going to hold your right mouse button, find where you want to fire, and shoot. Now you'll notice I aim center mass. This rifle, center mass, any target will kill them, which is another reason why it's so good for entry-level snipers, which is specifically why I'm using it now. It doesn't matter if I shoot him in the foot, he's going to die. If I shoot him in the leg, he's going to die. Anywhere you hit with this rifle, they're pretty much going to die. So now we have one target down. We're going to scan the terrain to find more. Now you'll see I am moving my scope in and out. I believe you can use your plus or minus button to kind of variate the range, or maybe not. I just basically go full, not full. That's how I roll. You know what I mean? I zoom all the way out to, acquire my target, which I'm having a hard time finding right now. They all got scared because I killed their buddy. I zoom all the way out, find my target, and zoom in. And just so you know, this is another good reason why the thermal weapon sight is so broke, because I will almost be willing to guarantee you they're sitting in those bushes right now, and if I had a thermal weapon sight, I could see them. But I can't. So on to the next part of this is shooting and repositioning. I'm repositioning for a different reason, but if you're going to be making multiple sniper shots against a single target, if it's AI, you're going to want to shoot and move. If it's not AI, you definitely want to shoot and move, especially if you're sniping other snipers, because you're going to give your position away, and they're going to kill you. So I know that wasn't really that much extreme of a movement, but as you'll see, I'm on a little island out here. And I don't got a lot to work with. So we're going to reposition again because I want to get a different picture on that target. I'm having a hard time finding those guys. Let's see what we can find. We're not having luck. Let's see if we can't get a better, oh, didn't mean to do that. Maybe we can come up with a better, scenario for sniping. So bear with me. Alright, I'm back. I'm trying a different objective, a different location for this video, just because I didn't really feel like we were getting everything we wanted to out of that. So we have a supply truck down there which will have multiple soft targets on it, and I wanted to go over another thing for snipers. Now this is 1.1 kilometers away, so these might be some actual pretty decent shots. Another thing is, you see I'm using a different view on the map. This is kind of important for snipers too. I use this whenever I'm trying to figure out what position I want to take for attacking. Now this may not be the best one. This hill over here might actually be the better point to attack them from. Just because it looks like they have like a little bit clearer sight to the target. I'm going to have some buildings here, here, and here obstructing my view, whereas here I would not. So you may find me move over to that part of the map. But I want to get a better... Yeah. The point I was trying to make is you can see the elevation differences here. This is important in this part of the map. It allows you to see the elevation differences much more clear here, because obviously higher ground means more visibility, and it gets more. TF is this? Oh, interesting. You get a little bit more visibility, and honestly, this hill right here might not be a bad vantage point either. It looks like there is some wooded area right here, but I'm going to see if I can get a decent sight picture here, just because it's where I, came up to originally start this. So prone is obviously the best place to take the shot. I've found that if you come to a downward sloping hill like this, instead of sitting out in the middle of a hill, you can forego a lot of the vegetation in your sight picture, so that you get a better clear to target. If I were to sit further up the hill there, I would have a lot of vegetation in my sight, and that's just not good for my thing. Okay, so I'm going to dial my scope up to 1100 meters because that's their distance. Actually, no, what did we say we were going to do, YouTube? We said we were going to use the rangefinder. So let's use the rangefinder to actually determine our range to target. So let's use this guy because he's standing still. 1104 meters. Okay, so 1100 meters is right. But always check your range before you fire. Okay. So, and he's standing still. Now, another sniper could probably tell you whether he needs to hold above or below on this, but I'm going to go ahead and just hold straight on and crack off a shot. So that was actually kind of close. I think it was actually to his right. I think I actually just didn't get a good shot on him. And he's moving, of course. So let's track him, see if we can get him to stop, and then we'll take another shot at him. And, of course, he moved right as he got there. Again, I said, take into account travel time here. Travel time is a long. I tend to, guys running, horizontal to you, I tend to, give them some time to stop running. Guys in vertical travel are much easier to hit. Because, obviously, their sight picture doesn't change much, and they're just moving incrementally away from you. As you can see, I'm demonstrating how not proficient I am at a sniper. Let's try this guy. Boom. So there we go. We got a kill on him. 1100 meter shot. I aimed center mass, and went through him and splattered the ground behind him. So these are actually some pretty decent rounds. I'm also using armor-piercing rounds. If you visit Spackler TV on YouTube, he has a video completely dedicated to taking down, not like a light convoy, taking down one of the armed convoys with the APCs and the MRAPs, just by using the armor-piercing rounds, taking out the engines. He's actually taking out the engines and, killing the soft targets as they exited the vehicles. So these armor-piercing bullets, they'll take down choppers. They'll take down damn planes if you can hit them. They're no joke. And I guess when I say hit them in the right spot. And here, I'm having some luck now with my sniper shots. Again, as you see, I'm tracking the target. I'm waiting for him to stop. I'm not using my right click to hold my breath until I'm ready to shoot. Because, I don't mind tracking with my, scope moving around. It doesn't really drive me nuts. I want to hold right when I'm ready to get on. And I am failing to see the last target. Okay, so here's the next thing I want to show you. If you look at my scroll wheel up here, I'm going to go to the player menu. The player menu being right there. And what I want to show you there is in the player menu. Do you see this view range, near, far, medium? If you're going to be a sniper, make sure you have it set to far, and I'm not entirely certain I did. And I know, now that I'm looking at it, I don't think I did. So do you see the difference that makes? I have a much, much better view, a little less haze. See, I can even see there's more targets down there. So let's try taking some of these guys out. Bink, missed. Let's go. Boom. Come on, buddy. Give me one. There we go. These guys are doing the two-step while I'm killing their buddy. And bullet travel is a pain in the ass, as you can see. I mean, it's a fairly decent delay from when I fire to when that bullet gets on target. Like I said, this rifle is probably the most expensive of them all, but it's the most forgiving. Center mass, and you can call it a day. I mean, as you can see, I mean, anywhere that the rifle hits them, it's pretty much a done deal. And that is Sniper 101 for intro to snipering. If you yourself are a seasoned veteran sniper, you find yourself watching this video and you say, hey, that fucking guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Please bear in mind, I don't normally play a sniper. I'm merely putting together some tutorial videos to help new players who like to try out their hand at sniping. You know, a few basic tips on how to do it. Now, bear in mind, a lot of new players, even when I first started playing the game, I tried a long-range rifle because, let's be honest, I mean, if it's a new game, it's new, you know, territory, you kind of want to keep yourself as far away from the action as you possibly can until you get a good handle on everything. So, pick up a sniper rifle, give it a shot, and now you're armed with all the information you need to be a basic sniper. Have a good one.